Today we're going to learn how to make Soundwave art in Silhouette Studio. Plus, you're going to learn how you or your customer can listen to the recording anytime. Now for your supplies list, you're going to need Silhouette Studio software. Android phone users, you're going to go to Google Play Store and download Easy Voice Recorder. It is a free app in the Google Play Store. iPhone users, look in your extras section, open it, and you will find Voice Memo. This is what you will be using. You also will need Google Drive or any type of cloud drive where you can save audio files. You need a desktop or a laptop. I have audio file and have optional out beside it. When I say audio file optional, when I mention this, I am talking about if you are wanting to use like an old audio file that you may have recorded or something that you want to record from an old sound clip. That is what I'm talking about. You also need a QR code reader. For Android and iPhone users, if you will go to your App Store or Google Play, look up QR code reader, and there are several QR code readers that are free and they all work just the same. You just need a QR code reader as well. Okay, so the Soundwave art pieces are very popular. No two voice waves are the same. Everyone has distinctive voices, distinctive waveforms whenever you speak. So this is what makes them one of a kind, and they are very personal. The one that you see here is of my daughter, and this sound clip says, "Mommy, I love you." If you look down in the bottom right corner of the piece, you see a QR code. If I take my QR code reader and scan it, it is actually the recording of her saying this, "Mommy, I love you." So this is where we have the sound wave. I have it written out on the canvas what she is saying. Anytime that I want to listen to it, or anybody in my home wants to listen to it, they can just take their QR code reader and scan it and listen to it. So that's just a little fun way to, have that in your home. And plus, if you wanted to, you could add her name, you could add the age she was when she said it. You can personalize this any way that you wanted to. There are no right or wrong in this. Okay, another way is to make it a little bit more personal. On this one is of me saying "Forever I Do," and I took the words and typed them out underneath the sound wave. Of course, the QR code is in the corner. If it was scanned, you would hear me say "Forever I Do," which is the sound wave above. And then I just took a generic wedding silhouette couple and put it together in the sound wave and made it another personal, one-of-a-kind piece. So this is just another way that you could personalize these sound waves. I'm going to show you how to do these as well after I show you how to actually do the sound waves and get the QR codes. So that'll be another way for you to personalize these for your customers or for yourself or family members. So let's go ahead and get started. The first clip will be of me showing Android users how to use the Easy Voice Recorder to record a voice clip and then to send it to your email so that you will get it onto your computer. The next clip will be of me showing iPhone users how to use the voice memo to record a clip and then send it to your email as well. Then we'll come back to the computer and continue the process. Now that you know how to send the audio clips to yourself in email, now we're going to go to my email and get the audio clip that I had recorded this morning. And this one is of my daughter saying, "Hi, Granny, I love you." So I've opened up the email, and I have Gmail, so I have a download button, so I'm going to do download. Okay, so now I have this box that pops up, want to know, where I want to download it. So I'm going to download it here. And if you need to rename it, you can rename it. If you're doing it for a customer, you could do the customer name, what their message was, whatever you need to do. So I'm just going to hit save. And I just use Google Drive to save my audio files. If you use OneDrive or another cloud drive, just check and see what your settings for that is. I'm just going to show you how to do it for Google Drive. So I'm in my Gmail. If you go up here to the 9 little squares in the right hand corner, click it, go down to Google Drive. If you click that, I'm not going to click it because I've already got it open. You click that, your Google Drive will come open. So I've got it open here in another tab. When you open it, this is what it looks like. So I've already got a folder called audio files, but if you needed a new one for audio files, I would do a new folder. So I would do new, name it audio files. So I've already got one. I'm going to open up that folder, and then when you open up your folder, and if you needed to just download, if you don't already have your download bar on the bottom where you could just drag your file in, you would go to new and then go down to file upload. When you hit file upload, it will pull up where you can browse wherever your files are. Click that file and open. Mine is down here in the download bar, so all I have to do is just drag it in here. And as you can see over here on the right hand side, it's already completed. I'll just exit that. So I'm going to work with this file. Hi Granny, I love you. I'm going to click on it. And then over here on the right hand side, you see, looks like a little person and then a plus sign. That is the share button, so I'm going to click that. And right here it says share with others. Either you can share it with a certain person, that you can enter their name or email address, or click right here where it says get shareable link. All right, what you're going to do is click get shareable link. You're going to make sure it says anyone with the link can view. If it says anything else, hit the drop down arrow and go down and select anyone with a link can view. You do not want can edit or can comment. Anyone with a link can view. And then either click copy link or select the link underneath, right click and copy. Okay. And once you've done that, click done. All right. We need that link for the QR code. That is so that we can listen to the clip over and over again. Okay. The QR code generator that we are going to be using is www.the-qrcode-generator.com. There are several QR code generators out there that you can use. This one is the most efficient, and this one works wonderfully. Okay, once you get on the website, you will have these options: free text, URL, contact, phone, or SMS. What you need to do is you need to click URL. Right here it says enter URL. You will right click, paste that link in there. Underneath where you just paste the link, you will see shorten URL. Go ahead and click shorten URL, and it shortened that long URL that you were given right here. And then your QR code is right here on the right hand side. Above that, you will see the word save. Click save. Save QR code. Then it says file name. Then you're going to name it. And we're just going to name it Granny, I love you. If I can type right. And I'm going to put daughter's name. Down here you will see format: PNG, SVG, or EPS. For designer edition and above, you would think that SVG would be the feasible format that you would want, but it's not. For some reason, the SVG format for the QR code does not work in the Silhouette Studio like it should, so do not choose SVG or EPS no matter what edition of Silhouette Studio that you have. Always choose the PNG. So make sure you name your file name correctly, and make sure that PNG is selected, and then choose save. That is whenever your save window will come up. We will save it where we need it, and then your QR code will be saved. Now this is where we need the QR code reader, like I said, and we will scan it, and that way we can hear what whenever we get it made. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up. If you want to check your QR code before you save it, you can. So I've got my QR code reader up. I'm going to scan it, and then I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to play.
Hi, Granny. I love you.
And as you could hear, the QR code works. So perfect. Okay, so now we have the QR code finished. Now let's create the sound wave that we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Google, and if you haven't already, go ahead and go to your email where you sent your audio file to you. Download that file, save it where you need to. I've already saved mine here. When you're saving, make sure that if you're doing it for a customer or even for yourself, that you save it with a proper name so that you know whose voice it is. Click save. I'm going to cancel since I already have it. Okay, and where we're going to get the sound wave from is convert.ing-now.com. This is the website that we're going to be using. Once you're on this website, you'll see 3 buttons: Home, Cool Stuff, and About. Hover over the word Cool Stuff. Go down to the 3rd section. It says Generate a Waveform Image from an Audio File. Click on that. Once you are on that page, you're going to scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see where it says Upload. It says Upload your audio file, a .mp3, .m4a, .wav, by clicking or dragging your file onto the Upload button below. So this is your Upload button. You can click or drag. So I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to find audio file that I need, which is Hi Granny, I Love You. Going to click on it. The audio conversion is complete. And then once it is complete, you're going to be given a screen that says Options. Okay. Now, the first option is select the size. Waveform size 1800 by 280. You want to click the drop down arrow and go to 3600 by 1200. Automatically, the foreground color is red. That's fine. We can leave that. And then we're going to leave the background transparent, which means no background color. The foreground color red does not matter because we're going to be tracing, but we do not want a background at all. So do not mess with these 2 boxes. But we do want to make sure that our waveform size is the largest that we could possibly get, which is 3600 by 1200. Everything else, leave alone, and then click OK. Now, your waveform will be made, and you'll be given another screen. Now, my waveform has been made. Your waveform will look longer than it actually is, okay? You will see more of a flat line before you see the spoken words, and that is the white noise, which is silence before they speak. Now here it says right mouse click the image or link and select save/download to download. Now what you need to do is click on the sound wave. It brings up the larger image. Right click, save image as, and then here you'll rename your image what you need it to be. Make sure you're saving it in whatever folder you need it to be also. Click save, and then we can exit out of this completely. Now our sound wave is complete. Now we're going to come back to Studio. Now what we need to do with a new tab, we're going to go to File, and I'm just going to go to Merge since I already have a tab open. And I'm going to pull in my sound wave, and then since we already have our QR code, I'm going to go ahead and pull that in as well. And I'll just move it to the side. Okay, so here's our sound wave, and it looks quite little, doesn't it? So what you want to do is you want to select on your sound wave, and we're just going to make it larger, give us a larger area that we can see. Okay, now we're going to go to our trace window because we need to trace this sound wave. So now I'm going to select the area that I'm going to trace. Now I do not trace the white noise before and after, but I do leave a tiny bit before and after the spoken words. You trace what you feel comfortable with. If you want the whole sound wave, do the whole sound wave. This is completely preference. Now this is where you're going to have to adjust your threshold and see what works for you, because like I said, every sound wave is completely different. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to hit trace, then I'm going to select in the center of my original sound wave, and I'm just going to hit delete. Now I'm going to select on my trace sound wave. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my outline color to transparent. Then I'm going to go to my fill color and I'm just going to select black. So now we have her saying, "Hi Granny, I love you." And of course, in between, she has a pause. And then we have the QR code here that we can scan to listen to this sound wave. As far as sound waves go, you can cut this in HTV or you can cut this in adhesive vinyl. That is completely up to you. I have done both. Both work absolutely wonderful. There's no tricks or tips to either one that are any different if you were doing just regular designs. It's just absolutely up to you and what your preference is. What you need to do with your QR code is you want to enlarge it. Go ahead and go to your trace window, which we already have it open here. And I'm going to go ahead and to select trace area. So I'm only going to trace the black areas of the QR code. And normally whenever you trace the QR code, just simply drawing your trace box area around your QR code, it's going to do a great job of picking up the black pieces without adjusting the threshold or the high or low pass filter. If it is not, go ahead and adjust your threshold and maybe your high or low pass filter if needed, and then click trace, and then go ahead and move away your original QR code. I'm going to go ahead and select on my traced QR code, and I'm going to choose a fill color, which will be black. For your QR code, you will need to cut this out in a black vinyl so that your QR code will read it. The thing with the QR codes, if you are putting your finished piece, your sound wave, and your QR code on like a white canvas or any type of white material, you do not need to cut out anything else. The thing with a QR code is you have to have this white bounding box around it in order for the QR code reader to pick it up. That is just the way that it works. Say you painted your canvas black and you're doing your sound wave in white, and obviously your QR code needs to be in black. Well, in order for your QR code to be able to be read, you're going to need to have a white bounding box behind it. You cannot change the color of the black pieces of your QR code, okay? So what you're going to have to do is come over to your draw a shape, select rectangle, then you're going to come over to your original QR code and just draw a square about the same size of your original QR code. And once you do that, just move it out of the way, and then you can go to fill color, fill it with white, and you can turn off your line color to transparent, and there you will have your white box that you will need to cut out of vinyl. So what you would need to do is you would need to layer these two pieces on top of one another for your finished canvas or whatever material that you're going to be using. Now once you have your pieces traced, you can obviously select both pieces together and resize them to the size that you will need, because you don't need the QR code to be very large anyway. And if they're too large, you're not going to be able to pick it up on the QR code reader. Just remember, you will need a white box for your QR code to sit on top of if you are not putting your QR code on a white material. Just kind of keep that in mind. Now that we have that covered, so what I would do is I would take this sound wave and put it on a canvas, and the QR code on the corner, I would take my text tool, my textile window, and then I will write, "Granny, I love you." And let's see, here we go. We'll just do that. Let's do red. Do the text tool again, and then I would come back and do Mary 2018, and come back and do Love McKinley. Change that font, and let's select red, and then there you have it. And that would be a great personalized piece, because I know when she gets it, she's going to absolutely love it. I may just go ahead and cut this out and let her give this to her for Valentine's Day. So, you know, this is just a nice little personalized piece that you can add to your business or to your, list of things that you offer, even if you just do it for family and friends. It's something else that you can do besides the ordinary shirts, cups, stuffed animals, just another level. And for my engraving people, guess what? You can engrave these sound waves. Yes, yes, yes. So if you want to see a tutorial on the best way to engrave these sound waves, let me know. I'll be glad to do a tutorial on that for you. Just let me know in the comment section below. That'll be another thing that you can do with these sound waves. Next thing I wanted to show you about the sound waves was where you would join the picture in with the sound waves. Okay, so this is one I did for a customer that captured a baby's heartbeat at a doctor's appointment on her phone. She was 32 weeks pregnant, and they have tried for 11.5 years to have a baby. She wanted a sound wave. She really didn't have any clue on really what she wanted. She just wanted a sound wave. She wanted her name, how many weeks pregnant she was, and just a cute little saying. And I just came to her and I said, well, what if we did a silhouette and kind of joined it in of a pregnant lady? We could do one of you. What do you think? So we went back and forth and, came up with some things. And this is just a generic silhouette of a pregnant woman. This is not her. This is just one that we brought it into a studio, traced it, and welded it to the sound wave of the baby's heartbeat, added her name, how many weeks pregnant she was with her, and how appropriate for this saying, for this child we prayed, and then added the QR code. So when you scan the QR code, you can hear the baby's heartbeat. So as you can see, you can take an audio file or take sound from someone else's phone, record it to your phone, or have them send it to you and turn it into a sound wave and make a precious personalized piece of art for them that they don't have and that they will cherish forever. I will leave a link to the 2 websites that you will need in the description box below. And if there is anything that you have any questions, comments, and or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If there is anything at all that I can help you with, please do not hesitate to let me know. I am happy to help you. If you haven't already, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we upload new tutorials. Also, come on over to Facebook and join our Crafty Chaotic Life Facebook group. We are building a nice little crafting community. I hope you join me for another tutorial. Until next time, happy crafting!